I'm coming from a Christian perspective. I know there are people who are not Christians who believe in manifesting, but I'm definitely coming from a Christian perspective. And he said, as you bind those things in heaven, it will be bound on earth. You loose those things, will be loose in heaven, be loose on earth. They also talk about speaking those things into existence. Speaks those things as though they be, not as though they were. He says power and life is in the power, death and life is in the power of the tongue. So I'm saying all this professionally. I have learned to speak in the atmosphere what I want God to see. And something I'm going to share in my book, which I'm still deciding. The title of the book is going to be, I don't want to share the title yet, but it's going to be like my teacher memoir, which will hopefully also be used as a teacher. This is what I want to say, a professional development guide also. Lessons you can learn from me, practices you can use in your classroom. And one of the chapters, or a chapter I would definitely share, is my experience with what's the word I want to use? Abrasive, if the word I can use, parents. And I'm not going to post this in real time because of the sensitivity of the matter, but definitely I had a teacher conference. I already heard about this parent. I heard she went off. She's known for going off. She's known to go into the district office, and it's unwarranted sometimes. Granted, I got her frustration when I spoke with her the first time over the phone. The child was switched into my class because the other teacher was not putting in grades. And if I'm being honest, this teacher is known for not putting in grades in a timely manner, which is unfair to any parent, any student, because how can I accurately address any needs or anything I need to do if I don't know what my grade is? Now, granted, you can check Google Classroom, but to me, teachers, you have an obligation to update your grades at least once a week. So the child was switched into my class and did no work. So immediately, once I saw the issues, called mom, talked to mom, and mom admitted to me, he doesn't want to be in your class. He really didn't enjoy the other teacher, but that was not an option for him, given the situation I just told y'all. Child's grade still hadn't changed. So mom asked to meet. Now, most conferences, I'll admit, on a high school level are virtual. It's very rare you get a conference where parents come in and want to be face to face with the child and you and the teachers. So when she requested that, I immediately was like, oh, because I heard of how she had acted in a previous conference on campus, and immediately prayed about it. And was like, God, I speak peace. I speak that we will come for the same goal, which is to make sure this child gets the help that he needs and understand what he needs to accomplish to be successful. We are here for the same goal. There will be no conflict. There will be no opposition. We are here to make sure this child is successful. Guess what happened with that conference? Yeah, there was now if anybody got upset, it was a child. Because it was like, you have all this capability, you have all this intelligence, and what are you doing with it? But you could tell, she was like, her facial expression was like, I'm here to battle. That's what it came off to me. And I don't know if it was frustration against me or her child. And I really think it was against her child. Nevertheless, I'm proud of how she listened to what I had to say. Even when she asked me, what do you think the problem is? I turned it on the child. I said, so-and-so, why are you not doing your work? And the child admitted, I'm doing A, B, C, D. Exactly what I told her. So it went towards from me to her. And that's what we have to do as parents. Don't be so quick to, why my child ain't doing such and such? Ask your child. But I like how sometimes you can't ask your child at home. Do they lie? Ask them in front of the teacher. If you have to do a FaceTime, do what you got to do, but ask the child in front of the teacher, why aren't you doing your work? And that child is more apt to tell the truth. But again, speak those things. And not just that situation. It can be anything. Speak those things. Change the atmosphere with your words. This is how this world was created. This is how we were created, with words. So stop saying, March be good to me, or like, no, you can speak those things and manifest those things with your mouth.